Well, hey Gemini, it's Tara, and welcome to your July 2017 Psychic Tarot Forecast. Wow, middle of summer in the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you in Australia and in the Southern Hemisphere, then happy winter. And so there we are. We're in the midst of the long seasons of the year, it feels like, right? Okay, so I want to again thank you for joining me, and thank you to all of you who are subscribing, my new subscribers. I'm very heartfelt thank you, appreciative, and make sure to subscribe if you have not, and also like the video if you do like this video. This one was hesitant to come out. It seems like this one wanted to come out first, and I'm not reading these cards in reverse. So let's see what comes up for you guys, Gemini. All right. Well, I'm looking at these cards and interesting, it feels like it has a little bit of pattern. You have two cup cards and the Queen of Swords. And the first card is the Ten of Cups. Very positive card. Happy home, happy family. Celebratory. You can see this man's arm and this woman's arm, and together they have unity, and there's the beautiful rainbow. I'm going to use my as you know, my selenite wand here, but this is just happiness, like you're over the top with joy and glee. And so something for you all Gemini, and this feels good for me for you, because it feels like, if I remember, that the second part of June was not as positive, or maybe I'm sorry if I have you mixed up, but I am happy to see this card nonetheless. Okay, this could be also too about your joining forces with another person. It doesn't have to be just man and woman. It could be a partnership. It could be you're using their office space, and you're enjoying that, and it feels great. It's very calm and peaceful, or you look out the window and there's nature. Whatever the case may be, it just feels like there's a lot of camaraderie within this particular card. You may be getting together with family, and there's a unity. Maybe someone's been sick and you all have come together over this, and many prayers been sent to that person, and now they're feeling healthy and whole. Because this card can mean too of sound mind, sound body, sound emotional state. So any type of emotional state that's been off for you or anyone around you feels like it's getting better. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to see the rainbow after the storm and the clouds and the thunder and the lightning and all that kicks up in our life. No, there is promise of tomorrow, and there is promise of today. And so the 10 is the final suit in the cup suits. It's, again, you've gone through all the cup cards. Excuse me, my puppy is whining. Hold on just a moment. Come on. Okay, Gemini, sorry about that. He will sit there and whine outside of the door if I don't let him in, and that's very distracting. He's sweet as anything, has wonderful energy. So I like for him to be in here, but I do want to focus on your reading. All right, so it does feel like that there's happiness, there's good health, a coming together of like minds, a coming together of hearts. Now this card feels very good. And what's interesting is the 10 came up, and then the 8 of Cups comes up next. And this is a life-changing card. I feel like it's interesting. This card feels like, to me, it's not out of your hands, but it's just what is. It's what's come together. It's what starts off the beginning of July for you. This feels like it's an active card, like you're going to pursue other goals. You're going to pursue a new career. You're going to pursue your dreams, actually. Because as you can see, this person has this red cloak on, but they're leaving behind these particular 8 cups. So this can be, like I said, a life-changing card, that you're leaving behind a familiar situation, surroundings, people, organization, family, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're going to travel some, but usually this card is permanent. So for some of you too, I remember what it is for you, Gemini. In the June, one of the June readings, there were problems in the relationship department, as I remember for some of you. Okay, that's what it is. This feels like the time to where some of you might be leaving that relationship for good. You've said, you know what, this is it. You've washed your hands of it. You've said your heart's not in it any longer, but you're okay. You're all right. It's not like you're crying over spilt milk. It's not like the Five of Cups where she's pouring the water or the wine out or the milk out, whatever you want to say, and she's not paying attention to what she has. You're like, okay, no, it's all right. I'm okay. I feel mentally stable. I feel happy and ready to pursue new beginnings. And here's the moon, but I'm focused on the new moon. And I want to say, let's see, we just had so the new moon will come up probably around the 2nd or 3rd of July, I believe. So look at your calendars, all right, and see possibly what's going on around that time period and how that makes you want to move forward. Okay, how it makes you want to. So this is the questions I would ask myself, Gemini. Whether this is a relationship, and it very well could be, or it's leaving behind an old situation, like I said, that's you've completed. That project is done. Check. And I don't want to say it that that feels like an air sign saying that, which you are an air sign. You know what? That's interesting. A cup card would be more about, they wouldn't use their mind, they'd use more their heart. Okay, check, my heart is okay. So I can check that off my list, I can move forward. All right, what's interesting, you are an air sign. And looking at this third card, yes, this is you, Gemini. This is the Queen of Swords, man or woman, doesn't matter. This card is not gender specific. Excuse me. Okay, I apologize. Once in, once out. So, all right, so the Queen of Swords, it feels very much like this is you. See how he's cloaked in red? And then what I noticed when I looked at the pattern of these cards, there were the cup cards, and then there was this red cloak moving towards these red roses. So you're leaving behind emotions, but you're feeling like, okay, the essence of intelligence, the essence of planned out thinking. The Queen uses her practical and her thinking abilities very, very well. She plans ahead. She's a keen observer of life, a keen observer of other people. She thinks well. She's, the air signs, that's you. She communicates what she thinks. She expresses herself through her mind and through her heart, but very much in your head, because you are so good at thinking and creating, if that makes sense. You can create what you think about, I guess is what I want to say, Gemini. All right? Okay, let's pull some clarification cards and see what comes up for you. This one wants to come out. Well, all right, the Chariot card. Happy to see that. This is moving, very interesting. I was going to say almost the same thing I was saying for the Eight of Cups. The Chariot card is a major arcana card. It's very much moving from the old, the outdated, that I don't need that any longer, and into the new. And I was very expressive. You should have seen my hands. I felt like an actress. The old, the outdated. And I'm laughing at myself, you guys. Here's the white horse and the black horse. So this person has seen, man or woman, doesn't matter. This person has seen the light and the dark. They've seen how the negative and the positive of any situation can be in their best interest to help them expand and grow. I mean, there's always, nothing's perfect. And usually the problems in life are what make us move forward. Say we don't have enough money. Well, we better do something to, make more money to pay the bills. Say we're feeling lonely, or we're feeling like, we'd like a companion. Well, sometimes it takes, being around a group of people, socializing a little bit more, connecting with others. And say we don't feel like we look nice enough. Well, it takes, within a budget, or whatever budget you have, is to look for new attire. So this card represents, to me, I guess is what I'm saying, is that you've seen the problems, but you're coming up with the solutions. Whatever issues you've had, you're coming up with solutions, and you're moving forward. Just like this guy's moving into a different place, this feels like, okay, he's moved into it and now you're coming out of it. Interesting. Oh, I wanted to come up backwards and upside down. Wow, backwards and upside down. Okay. 9 of Swords. All right, under the Queen of Swords, and lots of red I'm noticing. Well, the 9 of Swords, yes, you have, Gemini. Some of you have been up late at night. You have been worrying or concerned, or thinking a lot. You feel like your hands have been tied, and that you couldn't make certain decisions. You couldn't move. You felt alone. You felt, and I'm not saying for all of you, and I'm not saying all the time. It doesn't feel that way. So for some of you, some of the time, okay? Then these 9s of Swords were applicable. But you come out the Queen. You come out the bearer of strength and composure and intellect. Your intellect will, go get you a long way. You know that, Gemini. Okay, and I wanted to pull a resolve card for this 9 of Swords. So the King of Cups comes out. And the King of Cups is a water sign, or someone with a sun, moon, or rising water, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Sun, moon, or rising, like I just said. And here's water, here's this cup. This is a very gentle king. This person could be someone who is a mentor. It could be a doctor, could be a healer, could be a teacher, wants to give you his services, and or this is the person that you join together with. It could be this King of Cups right here. So think about who that person might be that has a compassionate nature, nurturing, who you work well with. Maybe this is a client, but it could be a partner or a spouse as well. This person comes up. So let me know in the comments below who this King of Cups can be. All right, my friends. Okay, I'm going to add up the original 3 cards. You have 10, and 8 is 18, and 1 is 19. 1 and 9 is 1, and 1 in numerology has to do with confidence and courage, creativity, the 3 C's: confidence, courage, courageousness, and creativity. That's what we're going to go with today, because it really does. And in numerology, it denotes the color red. Ha ha ha. And it denotes first chakra. First chakra is feeling safe and secure in our financial and our material and our outwardly world, feeling grounded. Oftentimes it's the color red. I look at the first chakra sometimes as being black, because I think when you ground, brown or black is a very grounding color. It's grounding. Say if you design a room and it's greens and blues and yellows, you always need something black in there, either on the table or somewhere in that room, to help ground. All right, my friends, that's very cool. And the 19 in the major arcana cards, I believe, is the Sun. And yes, it is the Sun card. I'm loving it for you guys. The Sun has to do with success and achievement and prosperity after hard work. This is not something that you haven't earned. You've put forth the effort, so you're going to see harmony in your life. And it has to do also with self-expression. There's something about you guys self-expressing through the cups are about our emotions, and then you use your intellect to express. I said that earlier. Joy, happiness. All right, Gemini. Well, if you'd like your own personal private reading, and you can reach me at my website below. It's in the See More section, www.taraventura.com. I do a variety of types of readings. I do, of course, the tarot, along with numerology. I always ask for your birth date, birth name on either. I do past life readings as well. Those are a lot of fun. So people like to see how the past lives influence the current life. And that is very beneficial sometimes. It opens up doors. As well as I also do some motivating, and empowerment type of sessions. Okay, so you can go on my website and take a look around. If you have any questions, of course, you can always put comments below. If you have any comments, make sure to subscribe if you haven't. I'm so grateful for you guys that have. And I look forward to seeing you soon, Gemini. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye.